Hi, my name is April and I will be doing a speech over why communication matters. I will be explaining in my own words the difference between simple and complex communication. Communication can be non-verbally speaking. It's more than just verbally speaking between two or more people. Communication comes in all forms. So we have simple communication, again in my own words, would be like texting your friends. We do that every day. Hugging someone, staring at someone, winking at someone. And then you also have complex communication, which I consider math, sign language, and even reading maps, because you can be either good at that or bad at that, so that can be simple or complex for someone. So I made my own model of communication. Here's a picture of it right here. On the bottom I put an Aristotle model of communication, and it says speaker to speech to audience to effect. So the audience takes in the communication from the speaker a different way. It affects everybody a different way. So communication affects people in all different types of ways. So at the top here I have a picture of someone texting. Again, we do this every day. Everyone does. Even though you're not face to face, it is still a form of communication because you are speaking between one another over a device. I also have math pictured. A bunch of people were kind of confused about this. I believe that math is a form of communication because you have to, say in a college classroom, you have to communicate to your professor whether you know the math that is given to you, but by homework, quizzes, even discussions, you have to communicate to them how well you know what they are teaching you. I also have a picture of a map. Map is also a form of communication. I consider it more complex because some people can read them, some people can't. Personally, I can't use my phone for everything. So you have to read maps to know where you're going. So you're reading, once again, like you're reading a text message. It's a form of communication. Next picture I have is of someone winking. Winking at someone can be like flirty, so that's sending a communication signal to somebody. Someone's being affected by you winking at them. Also a picture of sign language. I consider this a very complex form of communication because obviously some people know sign language, some people don't. Personally, my dad knows sign language, and I think it's super awesome to watch him communicate between deaf people and how they are affected by someone that can actually hear and talk. Watching him do sign language, I think it's a super awesome form of communication. Also have a picture of a book. When authors write books, they're communicating to their audience, and people are affected by books all kinds of different ways. So I really love that form of communication also. At the bottom I have pictures of someone pushing, hugging, and staring. Say staring at somebody from across the room, that sends communication signals. It can either be good or it can be bad. And the hugging, that also is a form of communication, saying sympathy, hugging somebody because you love them, you're showing them that through nonverbal communication. And then the staring, or the pushing, people do this every day, and that's a form of communication. Pushing someone's usually not good, so that's sending a signal to them and they're being affected by that communication that you're showing. So yeah, that is my model of communication. Communication is verbal and nonverbal. It's all communication. You don't have to speak. So thank you for your time.